Hey everyone, and welcome back with DIY with Melissa. And of course, I am Melissa. And today I have a really cute tutorial for you. Somebody asked me if I can show how to create these super adorable wine bottle custom labels. And today I'm showing you just how I went about doing this. It was a lot of fun to make, really simple to do on Design Space. And you can customize it any which way you like in there. That's my little baby, like many, many years ago, actually. Um, so without further ado, we'll head over to, actually we're gonna head down. I'm just gonna show you how I went about measuring the bottle to make sure that our label was big enough. So we're gonna go through all of that and then we'll head to the computer and I'll show you how to do this on Design Space. So let's get this started. So this is my bottle. It is not actually wine. It's like a mock champagne or whatever. And I don't actually like this bottle because there's a seam right here, but then the center is right here, and I'm not really sure why they did that way. It's bugging me a little bit, but it is what it is. There's also a bit of a lip here, so, but it's okay. For these purposes, I'm just showing you guys how to do this. It doesn't matter, but it is something to think about when you're picking the bottle of wine that you want to use, because this is going to show through the label, and if the label reaches this, it will show here as well. So keep that in mind. And I just went ahead and measured across. So I would say about 3 inches. If you're looking at the entire bottle, about 3 inches works. And no more than 4.5 inches, I would say. I was thinking first to do it under the label at 3.5. I mean, under the line here at 3.5 inches, but I feel because this gap is pretty big, I wanted it more at 4.5 inches. This is totally up to you, your preference, of course. This just what worked for me. How I got the label that was originally on this bottle off is you can use Glue Be Gone, but I actually found a better way. You can fill up your sink, or if you have a tall jar of some sort, with some warm water and put about 8 to 10 tablespoons of baking soda. Put it into that water and let it soak for about 30 minutes. I did my own actually for like 45 because I forgot about it. And once you do that, all the glue, everything just comes right off, which was so easy. So that's my tip for you on how to remove your wine label from your bottles. And we are going to clean this bottle with some rubbing alcohol, of course. I personally always try to clean any tumbler, bottle, most surfaces I will stick anything on, I will try to clean it with the alcohol. And actually I found this same pump. This I got out of from Dollar Tree, but this one I actually found at our Dollarama here in Toronto. I know a lot of you are American, so Walmart, Target, of course, Dollar General might have this because this is 70% rubbing alcohol versus 50%. So I think the higher the percentage, the better, but I've used this for a long time and it's been fine. I really just like the fact that it's a pump. So it just, I don't know, easier to use. It doesn't really matter where we get rubbing alcohol from. We're gonna clean the bottle with some rubbing alcohol and we're gonna grab the labels and get this going. We are back at the computer. We're gonna get this project started. I have it sitting here on my canvas, but this is just for reference. I'm going to bring in a square shape. I'm going to unlock it and I'm going to resize it. The resizing of this is dependent on the size of your wine bottle that you are gifting. I'm going to change the color white so that my background is white. Find a picture that you like of your child and we're going to upload it into Design Space. Of course, I already have the picture of my child uploaded, but if you needed to do it, you would save it somewhere on your computer. I typically save my stuff on my desktop or I'll download it from my Google Photos. I'll click on Upload Image, Browse. I'm going to browse the downloads where my photograph is, and I'm going to click on Open. Click on Continue, apply and continue. It will be a flat graphic as it will be a print and cut project, and upload. Now, I am getting the exclamation mark telling me that it's going to be a poor print. This is a very old photograph of my daughter, but it's really cute. So I am using it. Of course, please use a high quality one. I have noticed that sometimes Cricut tells me that the quality is low, but it comes out perfectly fine. So just play around with it. Maybe just print it onto a regular sheet of paper and test it out before you move forward. The next thing I did was I wanted to make the photograph a little smaller, because if I make it smaller like this, it's not quite filling up the entire label how this one is. And I really do want it to be able to sit on the inside of the label nicely. So what I did was I grabbed another square shape and I put it over the photograph and just found a good spot to place it on. If you want to see what it would look like once it's cut or sliced, you can change your operation to pen, and I hope you can see this. But there is a very faint line showing on the photograph. And that means that the inside of that line is what will be used as the photograph. So I'm going to change this back to basic. I'm going to select both the photograph and the square, and I'm going to click on slice. We're going to remove the excess. I'm going to actually make this back to 100. And now I can resize this wherever I see fit. Looks pretty good to me. The next thing is now I want to create the bottom portion of this. So I'm going to bring another square shape in, actually two. Set one aside for now. We're going to unlock the one that I've just put down here, and we're going to stretch it across like so. So ultimately what's going to happen is that this square is going to create this outline that we have here. Once I'm happy with the placement of this, you can grab the black square and the white square that we are using as our label, and we can center horizontally. You can do the same thing for the photograph, just to make sure everything is lined up nicely. Once you're happy with this square, I'm going to move it over to the side here, and I'm going to offset it, a negative offset. I found that negative 0.050 was the perfect offset for it, and click on apply. I'll then select both the offset and that rectangle and click on slice. We can remove the excess. So now we have the outline. But as you can see, the outline has a bit of a gap in it. So now we're going to create that portion. So I'm going to bring this extra square in, and I'm going to place it wherever I want on here. Now, just note that wherever you place it is going to be the gap that you're going to achieve. So if you want a smaller gap, I would make this smaller so that you have less being cut. If you want a bigger one, then of course you would make it bigger. Whatever you feel like doing, please do. The only other thing I did was I selected both this outline and my little rectangle that I'm going to use to slice, and I aligned horizontally. Now this ensures that this side and this side match in size. We'll select both again and click on slice. We now have our little outline that we want. We can delete all of that. We then want to bring in our text. I'm going to bring a text box in. I am using the font Chip Decor, but of course you can use whatever font you like. And what I did and found the easiest to do was start typing your first line. I'll bring this down here so you can see it. And the next thing I did was I just hit enter to start a new line. And I started typing the next part of my the saying that I wanted. I'm going to size this down and add it to my project. And then I just went in and hit enter until there was a nice gap in between. I think I'm going to bring it up just once because I need to put the heart in as well. Okay. Once you're happy with that, we'll bring another text box in. We're going to start typing the other portion. And again, we're going to resize this until it can fit our project. That looks really good. And we are then going to go to images and we're going to search for a heart of your liking. There's a few of them that you can choose from, whichever one you like best, you'll grab. And size it down until it fits. So I'm going to grab the wording and the heart and I'm going to align center. And I think I'm going to actually make this portion a little bit more of a gap. There we go. I think that looks pretty good to me. Once you're happy with your design, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select all portions of the label at the bottom here. So the wording, the heart, and the outline. And I'm actually going to change this to like black. There you have that. I'm going to select everything and click on flatten. We'll click on make. These will be print then cut projects. And if you have if this happens to you that it's just putting one on the mat, we can spin one of them around. Bring it to the top. Then we can come to the second one and move our object there and spin it around as well. Now this is a way to not waste any material. Of course, if your label has to be bigger, then you may need to put on 2 sheets, but if it needs to be a size where it can fit on 1 sheet, then this is how you would move it so that it's on 1 sheet. And we'll hit continue and send it to printer. So I'm going to send mine to the printer and I will be right back to show you how to put the label on. All right, our print is complete. As you know, this is a very old picture. Like I said, it was kind of cropped from another picture, so it's not the greatest quality, but that's fine. And I forgot to mention, I'm just using this cup holder. I use it to put decals on cups a lot, on mugs and beer glasses and that kind of sort of thing. And I'm using it today to just keep my wine bottle in place. If you are looking for something like this, it is linked to my Amazon storefront, so grab it from there if you don't mind. Like I said, I always recommend cleaning your surface with rubbing alcohol. And this is why I like this one. It's almost done. There we go. All right. So we'll grab our sticker. This time I'm using Digital Label. I got these off of Amazon. I'll also link those to my Amazon storefront as well. And I'm just going to start from, I think from the bottom here. And just very gently and slowly stick this on. How adorable is that? And there you go. Your personalized wine bottle is now ready to gift to whomever you want to gift it to. As you can see, it's creasing a bit up here, and that's because I have this lip on my bottle like I had mentioned. So I highly recommend just being careful with what bottle you pick up and to ensure there's no lip. It's just a straight, smooth bottle, so you don't have these issues like what I'm having here. And there you have it, a simple wine label bottle for your Christmas giving. So if you're looking for a last minute gift for maybe a daycare worker or a grandma who's babysitting your child, why not gift them with the most adorable wine bottle with the little one's face on it? Because, oh my goodness, it's adorable. I really do hope you enjoyed that tutorial. As always, don't forget to give me the thumbs up, hit that bell button so you're notified when I post new videos, and of course, subscribe to my channel to continue with all the fun that we're having over here at DIY with Melissa. I will have another tutorial for you tomorrow, some like last minute gift ideas. So we have this one, and then we'll post the other one tomorrow. I do hope you enjoyed it. Leave me some comments below. Let me know what you think. Otherwise, I hope you have a fabulous week ahead or day ahead. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Happy crafting. Take care. Bye now.